Good morning, sir. Uh, so I've been married for a long time, for over 20, almost 30 years. Uh, One thing you should know, uh, I'm definitely not a Jehovah's Witness. I've never been, uh, never gone like door to door or anything. But I've been married, and my husband is a witness. So I see a lot of there's more news coming out this past week. Apparently in Denmark, from what I understand, I've only heard about it. I don't know for a fact. This is not a factual saying. From what I heard, is that uh, in Denmark, apparently Jehovah's Witnesses have lost their religious accreditation, so they don't get the tax exempts that they used to get. So, and I've seen several channels that talk about Jehovah's Witness stuff. You should know, for anybody out there who's not a Jehovah's Witness that doesn't know anybody, um, anybody who used to be a witness, uh, who's doing videos on YouTube or negative statements about what witnesses on YouTube or any social media, witnesses aren't allowed. Because my husband is a Jehovah's Witness, so I know this for a fact. They're not allowed really to watch anything negative. People who are no longer witnesses, they're not allowed to watch their YouTube videos. If you're an active witness, you're not allowed to watch those YouTube videos. And I know a lot of people who used to be Scientologists and stuff. They make videos about all witnesses are the same cult level as Scientology. They're not. If what I'm hearing, if you want to put if you want to put Scientology as the same level as witnesses, they're not quite the same level. First of all, from what I understand, from what Aaron has said, there is less than 50,000 Scientologists worldwide. But Jehovah's Witnesses, there's over 1 million of them. Uh, the definition of a cult is a small group who's a niche. So witnesses, there are more than 1 million of them versus 50, less than 50 worldwide Scientology. They're not on the same level. I understand witnesses and the Mormon Church or the LDS Church, they're very much out there. But I'm telling you, they're not on the same level. First of all, my husband has been on disability. He's a disabled veteran, and he's not in a financial shape to give money to witnesses. He, I don't think he's given 5 cents to witnesses because he's on fixed income and hasn't had money to give to witnesses. So, uh, and you don't have to give money um, uh, to to sorry um, you don't have to give money to be a witness like they do in the Scientology church. So I understand both Mormons and I don't know why they bring up witnesses in the same category as the Scientologist church, but they don't bring up the Mormon church or the LDS church because you know, I've had one best friend that I had for over 10 years. We were good friends. She was a Mormon. As far as I know, she's still a Mormon. She has 6 kids. Trust me, they're not in the same level. Uh, their beliefs are very different. Mormons have their own book. Now, the witnesses, there are several differences between them and, uh, let's say, the Methodists. I'm Methodist, United Methodist. In the Methodist Church, you can't get this fellowship. the second difference between witnesses and for example, is that they have changed some of the wordings in the Bible um, versus the regular Bible. They have their own version of the Bible, which is a little bit different than the regular Bible, but they the money situation is very different. First of all, they don't have to give any money. Scientology, from what I understand, for you to go further up to different levels to get to OTA, you have to give money to get to a higher level. You don't have to do that for witnesses. The second thing is, like for example, Mormons, um, the LDS Church, you have to give they do, and I know for this for a fact because my friend who was Mormon, I used to watch her kids sometimes. Um, you have to give what do you call? You have to show to your bishop, to your pastor, whoever, you have to show your taxes every year. So based on your taxes and your income, you're really obligated to give 10% of whatever, after taxes, you got to give 10% tithing, and they do stick to that. But my friend, her husband was out of job for about 4 months, and they paid her bills during that 4 months because she was an active member. She was very active in the Mormon church. And when her husband was out of a job, they did for sure give um, pay for her bills, like her house mortgage, electric, and all that. So that happens for a fact. I know. During that 3 4 months that her husband was out of work, they paid for everything. So it you know they do require 10%, but you also, if you're out of work, you get money back. So you can take that however way you want to see it. And they don't help out. I mean, some do. There's a lot of them that do put pressure on you. And I know this for a fact. There are differences. Um, yeah, you do have these fellowships, but you can go back in. And I know for a fact people who've gotten this fellowship and have gone back in. So it does happen, but there's no having it at a of becoming a in this lifetime at least. All right, just some ideas, and for sure, for anybody who's making videos out there, some elders can look and really discouraged from looking at any videos, negative videos about witnesses. Most witnesses, they can look at other things, but they don't look at anything on YouTube about Jehovah's Witnesses. If they know it's negative commentary about it or witnesses, they have never, I've sent them videos and stuff, they never look at them. I can look at them because I'm not a witness. Uh, the people who are witnesses, they never look at those videos. So if you ever see any negative ever from any witnesses or discouraged ever from looking at any videos, they're really not allowed to look at those videos. You can take that however way you want to, as to being good or not good. Just an idea. Thank you.